the end of it. There's some funny stuff in it.
Oh, yeah.
Is all I'm saying. Is all I'm saying. So definitely head on over there and join in on the fun. We're going to have long days, so there's plenty of time to join in on the fun. And now that's it for the WatchPoint pre-show. We will see you again after today's first match. Thank you so much for tuning in and enjoy the show.
Let's go!
Aloha!
First day of playoffs!
Does winning just happen in a single moment?
They're Overwatch League champions!
No, it's an entire journey to get to the peak. All the years of preparation, hard work, grinding have led you to this moment. But now, there's one last step to get to that glory. Because this time, if you want to take the crown, you'll have to come and get it.
That's an incredible play. No one can stop him. Oh my goodness. You got to be joking.
All that matters now is closing that distance and turning your dreams into reality. You push through the challenges, defy the odds.
That's an ungodly team fight. This is their time to shine.
You've come this far. You want this. Come and take it.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Overwatch League 2021 playoffs. We're finally here, the end of the season, and at the end of the week we will be crowning a champion to place themselves on the banners that you see before you. What a ride it's been over the course of this year. And it is finally time. We're going to start the show off with an absolute banger of a match, the Washington Justice versus the Dallas Fuel. So much upset potential here. But of course, my name is Brennan Hook. I'm joined by Joshua Wilkinson, and believe it or not, we're actually in person.
Would you believe it?
We can
Would
touch
you
each other.
believe
There
it?
you go.
The end of the year.
What has it been, like a year and a half? A year and a half, I think, since we've been casting in person, but we found the technology.
And also, we're casting the best matches of the year. This is the end of the 2021 season. This is also our last opportunity to crown the best team of Overwatch 1 as well. How incredible is that to have that place in the history books, that legacy right there before you? All of these teams can reach out and touch it. Only 14 matches left.
Absolutely, yeah, coming so close to the very end. And we're starting things off with the Washington Justice versus the Dallas Fuel. The set has already set, the desk, I should say, has already set us up for the kind of expectations of this match. In fact, all of them, including the fan poll, went with the Dallas Fuel with this opening match
And
here.
you think then it must be so one-sided? Dallas the clear favorites.
I don't know about that, Josh. I mean, the Washington Justice.
Live now?
I know about this franchise, they love to turn up at the end of the year. And yeah, this might be another showcase where we end up saying and telling the story. But without further ado, let's introduce your first team, the Washington Justice.
Welcome to our McM Overwatch fake practice today. I am Coach Java, and with me here today we have Overwatch ID Meat and Jet Set Jacob. There's others out in the lab actually playing. They be coming in and out as the game goes on. We're just kind of having a bit of a watch party today for supporting our local professional Overwatch team, the Dallas Fuel. It should be starting up any minute. Say hi!
Hi.
Washington Justice.
Oh, I forgot the webcam existed.
A lot of ups and downs over the course of the season, but as I mentioned previously, this franchise, no strangers to heating up when it really matters most. And there's no better time to do it than the end of the year for the overall playoffs.
Not really.
And in terms of who
I've
they're
been
playing
bad
against as
about it as well.
well,
Yeah,
Too many hours to even pay attention to it?
I kind of stopped, or like I didn't intentionally stop watching Overwatch League whenever school hit, but I got busy.
Yeah,
right here, right now.
I mean,
That's all that people
we all
really
have
gonna
crazy
remember.
schedules when school's going,
last
and
year was dominated
you're in
by
band, and
playoffs run,
you
playoff run in
got
general.
15, 20 hours, and
Yeah.
Justice. He was playing
it's a lot of
Zarya at the
stuff.
time. You're more likely to see him pick up Tracer,
So we've
those
got
kind
today,
of
we've got
heroes
Dallas Fuel
this year,
and
but it's
Washington
still playoffs
Justice.
decay. It's what Custer was
assume
talking about
it's-
before this game, and that's one of the
it's
players,
still
at least,
best of
that the Washington
5
Justice are going
for
to be
the first
relying on
round.
in order to get a similar run.
As far as I know.
in 2024.
Yeah, and we'll see what they're going to be able to do against the next
I guess
team.
we'll figure that out.
Now it's time to introduce the Dallas
Coach,
Fuel.
what are your predictions for this game? What's your...
I don't know. I think overall, Dallas has been the hot team of the entire season. But they have kind of flagged towards the end of the season, and Washington Justice was kind of the up and coming. So it could be a good match. I'm not real sure what to expect. If Dallas, plays how they want to play, I don't think Washington has a chance. But a lot of twerking going on. You have no idea what to expect. Win some, lose some. But Washington is also known for running really weird stuff that will make other teams adapt, and the Fuel may not like that. So we'll just, like I said, we'll just have to see if Dallas gets to play they want to play, or if Washington plays well enough to force them to adapt to their strange coming.
And it's one of the biggest reasons that they've been successful.
I definitely think they'll go to Game 5. Like, I think it'll be a tiebreaker scenario, but I'm not sure who will come out on top.
And led, of course, by your coach of the year for the 2021 season, Rush, who was
because especially this year, like the one team that at least I've seen, the one team that consistently gives Dallas trouble is Washington. So I think their momentum this year will get them through the game, but will it be enough to go away? That's the big question. That's what I'm trying to. That's what they need, or that's what I'm trying to figure out here.
Washington's always been a really quirky team. Like, they've always had teams that should be really good, but they've just never quite gelled or been on the same page. So there's been bits and pieces of brilliance on that team, but it's just never really gone a long way.
Are there any banned heroes for this round?
I don't think so.
Their first
So it did look like best of 5.
complete on Li Jiang would be assault. I mean, these are going to be our last few opportunities to take a
COVID and all that. It's all,
as well.
nobody's actually there in person.
Enjoy your tank synergy. Enjoy your assault
Even
matches.
Esports
Enjoy
isn't
these
immune,
final
I'm afraid.
playoffs.
Yeah.
14
Because I know that the Shanghai situation over the summer, because Shanghai suffered severely against Dallas because they didn't have Reinhardt.
Right.
And Dallas playing a primarily dive team. Oh, Fearless is running Reinhardt, right as I say that. But Fearless over the summer running a primarily dive team wasn't really affected by that ban. It looks like they're running Brawl. Yeah, Sim, May, Ryan, Diva, Lucio, Bap.
Justice end up turning up like they've done previously. This franchise always heating up towards the playoffs. It could pose trouble here for Dallas Fuel, who've looked comfortably on top for most of the season, but they're rolling out here.
And it's a mirror matchup from both sides.
The
Reinhardt v.
a big
Reinhardt,
battle
Sim
of
and May. Early
is
position
Mag
here for
or
Fuel. And Fury already out of Mag.
Fearless going to be the better Ryan.
Massive trade-off right there.
I don't think I've ever seen Fearless as Reinhardt.
Really able to fight this at all. It's going to be essentially a 5v6 when Fury's on it. Another
Fearless has
perfect
always been
a great tank.
Yeah, he's always been a beast on
a little bit too late for
Winston
that.
in particular.
Justice going to be toppling over.
But yeah, that was
Mag and Decay
total
end up
control
falling at
there
the
by
beginning of the
Dallas.
fight. Dallas Fuel
Washington just got
prime position now to
wiped
take this
away.
point and hold.
Yep, and that's
Nice
point.
forward position.
The Dallas Fuel got such a fast rollout. Early positioning was phenomenal. And then that main wall that came out from Doha, isolating Mag, and he was able to do essentially nothing in that team fight. He basically just had to walk backwards with his shield up the whole time. He's only at 16% of his ult charge. And then
Already has.
I mean, that's so quick. Already the animation just dropped down. The damage being done. Fearless.
Already? He already has window?
Just holding for the time being, the shield up, just trying to essentially mitigate as much damage as possible.
Good natural cover for the Reinhardt. Oh, where they at?
Window. It did force the Dallas Fuel back for but a moment, and now with the symbol dropped across as well, it's going to be splitting them right across, intersecting from both teams, trying to use it to
Oh, dang it, Sparkle's down.
Sparkle has already got
Yeah, they got a sim teleporter.
the Dallas Fuel's damage is now going to be missing in this
Oh, they're running the same team.
And Mag as well. Nothing to really stop him
So
as
this is
well.
the meta, huh?
To just keep cleaving through the enemy. An easy team fight
Not the most exciting meta ever.
Pressured in any way.
Both teams use their
Especially if you have Sim.
but the
Yeah.
crucial
I don't like Sim.
Yeah.
I hate Sim.
Sim and May at the same time.
and I
It's
believe it
Yeah.
was Mag with the
so
block. Not a
snore.
single player knocked to the floor from the Justice.
Especially the
Defended by
Yeah.
such a key and central player.
I don't like Sim. Playing as or with or against her, I don't like her as a character.
It's gonna be Dallas with the
I just don't. I'm just not a fan.
Right up onto the high ground. It's going to be
May, on the other hand,
hard to get too much value out of it, but he drops it down
you know,
anyway. Two
he
players.
knows.
Immediately responds to the
Mag got his
sideline, trying
hammer
to keep the
down,
team
but
up, the Blizzard though dropped down as
Jack
well.
say
But
a
watch the
drop beat.
Justice.
Yep.
They've got the pick on the Sparkle.
Sparkle
Again, a
goes
lack
down
of damage
first
for
again.
them. As Blizzard
Oh, that's why we say beat right there. That is why we say beat.
that one, but it is incredibly
Diva bomb.
from either side.
Sparkle and
Still
Doha
nothing
both
to
go down
put decay
first
in
again.
check.
Oh, there goes Fearless.
Shredding through them with the charge that beam, and it is still the Washington
So
Justice
the,
in control.
The Dallas
Now
beat
Dallas
Dallas
is forced to
are
make some adjustments. They used a lot of ultimates to
getting
try and
eaten
turn that
Oh,
fight around.
Sparkle's running
And the
Doomfist.
Justice are in control of the point.
lots more
And now
power.
have
That's an interesting choice.
Sparkle swaps onto his signature hero, the Doomfist. He's able to get so much work done, and it
Probably
plays
would have run
so
Soldier,
nicely
McCree, or
into
I would
Decay's
have run
set.
Genji, honestly,
Squishy.
right there.
Decay has to stay alive and get value over time.
We'll see, he's right into the back line here, dropping around every single
Oh, that's why they did that.
Yep.
Ooh, okay.
The team obviously follows up on that.
Coordination.
It was Sparkle, of course, who got the opening pickoff that they needed. And that is exactly what you need to try and turn around. the
Nice.
That was a clean wipe.
Nice.
control over
So
a point as well.
survivor.
So now they can start to try and accrue up some of that percentage.
Keep forgetting that this is Overwatch League and there's always something going on.
Yeah.
Fearless, what are you doing with the shield out like that? It's gonna break. Oh, get the turret, or get the teleporter, get the teleporter. Nice, nice, nice. Doomfist going in. Ooh. Hey, we'll take it. We'll take it. Oh, dang it. Immortality field.
Doomfist is the pick.
Yep.
Another
Oh.
clean wipe for Dallas.
Yep. Oh, and Fury's just gonna.
Back to the reach.
Bye-bye.
You're going to have to reset this one now. And it's looking
No
like
ult
almost
charge given if
potentially
you
final
do
team fight here.
Justice
drop
are going to have to
without
be careful
being
here
hit.
as well. There's almost certainly going to be a fire strike through
reset
the
fast.
matrix.
It's always okay. It's always okay, new players. It's always okay to jump off.
Alright, so we're
Any of the
one
squishy
team
players for the
fight
Justice could die in a
territory.
single hit.
This,
Okay,
if
for a bit of a fake teleporter there as the rest of them go towards
Dallas
the point.
takes this one, that's gonna be game.
Engage Sparkle.
Or that's gonna be round one.
Be holding onto this Earth Shadow. It's very difficult to get value out of it though.
Oh, y'all gotta get that teleporter.
The map right in the middle, and that
Mag
is
got the ult off, but
I think
didn't
the
do anything with it.
Did Fury just bomb?
Yep. Hanbin bombed. Got two. Hanbin got a third. Got Fury. And that'll.
That's gonna be it.
last-ditch Blizzard in the end will only connect onto
Oh no, May. Dang May.
try and keep this
Can you? I thought you could boop that with Lucio.
too much done.
And
It's
that'll
going to
do
be
it.
round number one going to the Dallas Fuel.
So map one.
Goes to Dallas.
Yep. Legion Tower. So the control map. So you do have to do best of three.
The Dallas Fuel especially fearless with those Earth Shadows.
So let's see what map we go to next.
Yep, Night Market.
That's I think that's my favorite of the three.
Yeah, on Li Zhong, this one's definitely my favorite. Because I'm a slimy Lucio player and I just sit by the balcony and wait for somebody so I can press right click. It's fun. Ooh,
Let's slip.
I mean, you have so much to watch for.
Fearless asserting his dominance.
Point, but besides the point, you're in the playoffs. You've got to shake it behind you if you end up on the back foot of that one and straight back into it. We see the Dallas Fuel. They were teasing a bit of a composition, but they are going to be just playing the mirror comms against one another here. So again, the symmetric May in play.
Look how aggressive their positioning is to start out these team fights. They've got Justice playing in the defense at all times.
Fair enough, you weren't.
Justice using their teleporter, they move onto the point. Still 9 seconds before this objective unlocks. So still time for the Dallas Fuel, and Fearless is already in the back.
oh, oh no, yeah, it looks. Oh, yeah,
Exciting ice
Sparkles.
balls
Oh wait,
Sparkle does good.
wait, how did Sparkle get
Really doing a top
turrets?
charge of damage there
Yeah.
for him. So Washington Justice with a better look at that engagement. And yeah,
Dallas gets wiped on that one.
from the rest of his team.
So that's where closer went.
So Sparkle switches back. Oh, Doha is on.
Doha's running Sim.
That isn't getting value out of your
So
sim.
Sparkle was playing Doom with that.
Yeah.
Stay alive with a more passive.
I'm starting to think that Doom is like their
Nearly got his ultimate online. Both teams as well with
starting to think Doom is like their, not their last resort, but like their secret weapon. Because this is the perfect spot for a Doomfist. I mean, it's close quarters.
Getting into this choke point is really hard, though.
Yeah, definitely.
The shield eventually broken, though. Has to be wary. He knows Mag is coming close to this Earth Shatter, just doesn't know the exact percentage of it. Instant disengage over from Dallas Fuel. Bit of a micro disengage. Now they're going to be going back into the fight, but that ice wall, look at that. The May wall splits them up perfectly. Sound barrier on the Washington Justice. Overlapping all of them, keeping them all nice and healthy.
Oh, dang it. Yeah, there goes your tanks.
Yeah. How much you can do about that?
Yep.
I mean, trying to break into a point like this that's boxed in against a May and a Sim and a Reinhardt and a Lucio.
Yep. Alright, so both Washington tanks have ult. Hanbin has bomb. Jesse has beat. That's what we need right there, is Jesse's beat, just in case Fury tries to pop one. Oh, yep. That's why we saved those. Right there. Dang it, Reinhardt shield. Oh, hey, it was a distraction, though. Good moves, good moves, good moves.
Hanbin got two again.
Dang it.
Okay, former Dallas Fuel player, helping the Dallas Fuel players.
That's called focus fire right there. They know Fearless is a threat. Does Closer have... Hey, Closer doesn't have... Oh, well, neither does neither does Hanbin. Never mind. It just... I was about to say, is it just those two? If it's just those two, you could take them, but... Diva's there. Oh, dang it. This is it.
Do or die.
Yep. Oh, meteor strike.
Only thing they have to work with.
Is it? Yep. Nice, 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 nice. Wait for it. Did he didn't get any? Oh, dang it! Nobody's touching? Nope. It's gonna be it's gonna be round 2.
Which audio is low?
Controlling the pace of the game so well. Every attempt from the Fuel to crack open that defense failed devastatingly. Every time Sparkle went in, dealt with. He wasn't even able to finish off Decay in the few moments where he was able to get on top of him. And Fearless's Shatters, unlike round 1, did not find the same level of value. Plus, we saw a big Lucio difference, with Closer heavily outpacing Jexa when it comes to that ultimate generation charge. I love this first game, though. Immediately on Lijiang, we've got this mirror match between the two teams, blow for blow, with the Reinhardts at the front and center of it. These are the two best Reins that we have in the league right now. Mag, #1 in most statistics, and Fearless just been dominant on this as well. A beautiful way to start off
Map
the
3
2021
Lijiang.
playoffs.
All the marbles for round 1.
Both these teams hunting for just one target that they can potentially try and isolate there with the May wall. You can see them wait for it.
I wonder.
An early pick for them. That's an immortality field forced out relatively early on for them, but
I think that
difficult for the Dallas Fuel to try and edge out a win into
I think this one might go to Dallas.
into the back, charging up the beam.
And right, I spoke way too soon. I spoke too soon. Because the thing that I noticed is like,
when they look scariest.
what's it called? Control Center?
How do you try
The first map?
this now? The Justice are going to be able to bunker down on the objective, wait for the Fuel, scout out which position they're coming from, and counter them.
That one was a lot more like open, I guess. And then Night Market, which was map 2, that one was a lot more close quarters. And this one seems to kind of be a mix.
It really seems like the Washington DPS is outplaying Dallas.
Yep. Oh, get out of there, Fearless. Did you just...
Yeah, he's ulted in.
Did you just solo ult?
Yeah, and nothingness.
Ultimate's committed, sure, but they win the team fight out, and that's what they were looking
Yeah, their DPS is just getting destroyed.
Yeah.
If you look at the ultimate ultimates they have to
probably need to switch off of May.
away from the sound barrier. At least they have a blizzard, but that's where Closer can come in again. A speed boost disengage away from Doha.
I think Doomfist might be a good pick here, but I think May needs to go.
Dallas Fuel now just looking for a way back into this one.
But that's just my opinion.
Well, the big reason that they run May in this got saved.
Yep. I mean, credit where credit's due. Nice beat by Closer there, but... Oh, weird. Oh, Hanman's got bomb.
Mag surviving.
Oh, stopping bomb. Oh.
Bolted into a wall. Looks like Dallas is going to switch it over. Maybe.
Yeah, I think game 2. I think game 1's gonna go to Washington.
He's going to flip it. So it's one
Oh.
straight win for Washington.
Mountain to climb to come back into this map.
Incredible wall there from Doha to be able to stop the value that was gained. Here it is from his point of view into the ice block. Gorgeous play and avoids the self-destruct as well. But still, 96%. This is Justice's map to take. And remember, this pick was of the Dallas Fuel. They brought it to Lijiang. The pressure is on them to keep the advantage in the map pick.
Speed boosting forward. The Blizzard's going to get dropped as well. Jackson just
Blizzard
Dang
is
it,
the
Blizzard.
only thing going, and Fearless is already down.
They focused the crap out of Fearless right there.
Yeah. Dallas got rolled. They'll be first map going to Washington.
Yep. Oh, who's contesting? Who's touching?
Closer. Yeah.
Who's touching? Oh, it's Hunden.
All by his lonesome.
Yep, that's game.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It is mega.
Dang it.
Rough first match.
Yep.
Yeah, Dallas is being completely outplayed so
There's
far.
still a lot left in this series, of course, but that's a phenomenal.
Gotta swap that DPS.
The momentum keeps on heating up.
Swap the DPS and protect Fearless.
Well, confidence begins to brew. It's been a couple of weeks since the last time the Overwatch League teams were out here, but the Justice have been playing at a higher form, a higher peak recently than the Dallas Fuel.
What's game 2? It's a control or hybrid or escort?
I don't recall.
I think it's escort.
No, Escort is fourth. Second map should be Control.
Justice squad more than capable, but they are looking scary. Heading into map 2 now.
Or,
We'll see what the Dallas Fuel
not
have got up
Control.
their sleeves to try
Yeah,
and
or
answer back
capture.
towards their map
Yeah.
pick
Yeah, 2CP.
as well. And you know you're not going to want to miss it. We'll see you in just a few minutes.
So it's Dallas's map pick. What do you think they're gonna go for?
Hard to say.
I could see Havana.
Coca-Cola is the official refreshment of the Overwatch League.
Could definitely see Havana.
So we got 3.5 minutes. Oh my. That's a long time.
Yeah. Most it's just gonna be ads anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
Along with YouTube ads.
Yeah.
Yay.
Well, Xfinity's one of the sponsors. I don't think they can do YouTube ads on top of something like this. Or, you know, it's disallowed by Overwatch League
Yeah.
in the settings. Well, so, what do you think Dallas needs to do? That was pretty, honestly one-sided.
Swap their DPS, definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm not doubting Sim and Doomfist, but that probably wasn't the right call.
yeah, the DPS duo of Washington was ruling that first
Yeah.
map for sure. And
Dope.
Doha and Sparkle were the first ones dead in most of those
I know,
team fights.
and I know for a fact that Doha can play. Doha was running May, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know for a fact that Doha can run other. Here's I know that for a fact that Doha can run Reaper or Widow very well. I think Reaper would have done wonders. I'm not saying that it would have changed the outcome of the game. It probably would have, but I think they would have been able to hold on for a little bit longer. And then for the love of Pete, they need to protect Fearless. He's a victim to focus fire. Something that we can't even do.
Yeah. Well, it's like in Overwatch League and higher elos, you see a whole lot of, running the same comp on both teams.
Yeah.
Just because it's easier for the most part. Just, whoever can play the important characters when one of those comps better is the one that's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you didn't see that any better than when, when we had
Map 1. Like, literally everybody ran the same game.
Like when we had GOATs.
Oh, yeah.
Because the teams that were good at GOATs, they dominated that first season. The teams that could not run that Ryan comp, they sucked and got destroyed the entire year. There was just nothing they could do about it.
Yep.
But they all still tried to play it because what are you going to do?
Yep.
It's like, like the only team in the entire league that tried to do anything different was the Chengdu Hunters, and they didn't particularly do well, but they were at least interesting to watch because they at least tried something different.
Mm-hmm.
For sure. I mean, to Vortex, Fearless is absolutely their MVP. The team knows that, and that's definitely true. I mean, Sparkle has had a really good season playing stuff that nobody thought he could play, like Tracer, but in most matchups, I mean, he's not top tier.
Yeah.
But he adapted really well.
Yes.
And he played well for the team for whatever it was that they needed to play. But when you're in that kind of position, playing too many different random things that aren't necessarily your style, you don't get really, really good at those things.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be rough. And we need to get them on. We need to get the Dallas DPS on picks that they're more comfortable with.
Mm-hmm.
But,
put Doha on Widow.
Yeah, I mean, the Doomfist for Sparkle is fine. That's definitely one of his better characters.
Yeah.
But like Sim and stuff, that's.
Yeah. So I think Doha's just running it because it's meta.
Yeah.
And not because he's good with it.
I mean, that's a whole lot of why professional level Overwatch is kind of boring sometimes.
Yeah.
Because the same thing over and over and over again.
Yeah, because he can run Reaper, he can play Widow, he can play Genji. Has he played Hanzo? I think I remember seeing him play Hanzo like once, but I don't know if he plays Hanzo consistently. But like he has a hero pool.
Yeah.
Like why are you having him run meta when, first of all, Reaper is just a good hero overall.
Right.
And he can hit long range. Actually, last season he was on Washington, and they were on Lijiang Night Market and playing against the Fuel, and his Widow absolutely dominated them.
So, 2CP, going to
Volskaya.
I really like Volskaya.
Really?
I do.
I think it's an okay map.
I mean, most people hate the 2CP maps, but I don't really mind them for the most part. Paris is a garbage map. That's the worst map in the entire universe.
I actually don't mind Paris.
Really?
Yeah.
It's such a dumb map. The design on it is so terrible.
Visually, I think it's a very pretty map.
Yeah, for sure. But, I mean, the whole point A is just garbage. I mean, point B is probably okay for map design, but point A is just terrible.
I actually prefer point A because of like it gives you a good space for the defense to set up.
Yeah.
But I think that first map has definitely set the expectations.
Oh, let's play something different.
Ooh, Tracer Sombra. Oh, I forgot Doha can play Sombra.
We've got Ball.
And Reaper Sombra on Washington. Interesting, interesting. Ooh, Jesse running Brig.
Yeah. Raid boss.
Brig Zen.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be Jexay's job to keep Fielder alive.
Yeah. Then we got Washington. We got Reaper, Sombra, Winston, Diva, Moira, Lucio.
Yeah. So we got dive on both sides.
Dive. Yep. You can play dive on defense.
Sure. I mean, dive was Overwatch League the entire first season.
Fair enough.
And it was always Winston, Diva, Lucio, Mercy, Genji, Tracer.
Yep.
All season long. And that's why Brig was born.
Yep.
To
Oh.
kill dive. And she did it really well.
They don't lose anybody. In fact,
Back line. My bad.
all the way around, rotating, taking all that high ground control and
Oh.
positioning away from them.
It's like Fearless going in for it.
Try and disrupt it again, and have a good power drive. Yeah, that power drive was fantastic when it comes to the timing of it. But
Got
he's been
deleted.
deleted. And then must
Already?
Yeah, and they get the DMAC off of it. Wonderful, wonderful stuff there. From the
Jeez, Sombra Reaper.
Yeah.
kind of laughed at.
Well, I mean,
earlier points of the season.
that's the trade you make when you run Zen and Raid Boss. You don't really have healing. You have to go in and delete people, and the fight has to be over. There's 0 sustain.
Oh my gosh, Doha or no? Yeah. You know, Sparkle's. Wait, can Sparkle play Reaper? That was quick.
Yeah.
That was extremely quick.
Yeah. That was really weird that they play that comp on point A with, you know, 0 sustain.
Yeah.
Exactly why. It's been called many names, you know.
Because I honestly don't think Brig was good for point A. I like Brig,
Yeah,
but on point A,
on defense
yeah,
with just a Zen for heals.
yeah, not a good play, not a good pick.
So, yeah, they're just going to get rolled because they're going to have... Well, actually,
Oh, they're getting driven back.
yep, they're getting out,
Yep. Now,
out tanked.
I think Brig shines best on point B when your back is literally to the wall,
Yeah.
because you have nowhere left to run. So really, you got nothing left to lose.
Yeah,
And
go forward.
Yep.
Punch it in the face.
Also, that's weird positioning for a Brig.
Morgan says you should sit up.
No, no. I got long legs. No.
All eyes on Assassin and Mag here as they aim to use their ultimates to make the difference and set a phenomenal time.
Assassin's going to look to try and set
Oh, Tracer's keeping him at bay.
to a good position with this EMP. As you were saying.
Oh.
Always need to be
Like they're all gonna try and crash on the Tracer. Ooh.
as well. There's the dive right up over the top. The bubble is going to be dropping down onto the point as well. Now the Primal Rage committed. That's Mag going to be looking to lead his team in here. You see the rally committed. Jex is going to be keeping his team nice and
That's the thing now.
Yikes.
Oh, they double ulted though.
Yikes.
Justice also going to be overlaying up that sound barrier. Looking to try and follow up on this one, but that's
Usually,
That goes
ooh,
down
nice
there.
shot.
Ultimates Fielder still alive, pumping in the damage.
Jexay goes down.
Yep.
Trade the one for one in
So
the end.
we've
Still
got
though, no one
no
dealing with
healing.
Fielder in
But
the back line.
Moira and then go down too, so...
Yep. It's a trade.
out.
It's a trade.
Winning out that team fight.
We take those. We'll take what we can get.
There when it comes to like trading the ultimates one for
Yeah.
one for Justice.
Still got
Oh, look at that.
almost 4 minutes to go.
Fearless on Winston.
One time to defend.
Yep.
Hello, Fearless on Winston. He's so good at it.
I know.
4, maybe even 5 people there. But who didn't they catch?
But,
Fielder, the Zen,
I mean, again, it's
able to come in,
playing
save the rest of
Winston
his team
with
and get 2 crucial picks that allow them to stay
a Zen orb.
Now the Justice can look for a speed boost.
You
I mean,
need
there's not a
healing.
whole lot you can do. You're kind of limited.
I mean, hey, run Mercy. I don't care. Just swap off of Zen.
Follow-up is less reliable, so you're usually going to see it try to burn down that main tank.
Oh, and Fielder's almost down. Oh, no.
Pulls back to the Howl Pack though. He's going to be nice and healthy. Bebe actually committed the coalescence into this one.
They are holding.
They're holding.
Hanbin got oh, never mind. He didn't get DMAC. Ulted.
Yeah, he ulted.
Still, Fielder putting out this much
Mag
damage.
Went
down
that a
first
little
again.
too early.
Yep.
Leading his team with that one. Another team fight win for them.
Yep. So that was Mag getting
Looking pretty
deleted
comfortable in
first,
situation
and they
there.
all crumble after that.
Tracking on
Yep.
the ultimates as well.
Get really good understanding of what the Justice have available to them. They take 3 minutes off the
I think they need to focus Moira here. Definitely.
So that's that was a long team fight. I mean, that was almost a minute 15 seconds off the clock. We're down to only 2:20 left to hold. See what Assassin
Also,
does with his ult.
Respect to the tanks right here for constantly shooting. Or constantly having their guns up and ready because they know that a Sombra's creeping around somewhere.
Oh, they got out.
Oh, they got tanks.
Both tanks got.
They got tanks.
I thought they got out. Yeah, that had to be really close.
Oh, dang it, Fearless. Fearless is hacked. Oh.
But he's angry. He doesn't care. Nobody monkey.
You cannot hack an angry. You cannot hack an angry monkey. Also, Winston crashing on a Reaper? What? I thought Reaper countered.
Monkey.
Monkey. Don't let Jonah see that. Do not let Jonah see that.
Okay. So we've got 2 ults each. Well, 3.
Oh.
Hamden just got his.
Doha's down.
Ulting. Just got Doha, who had ult. That might be an issue.
Well, I mean, Decay's down, and they were able to get his, and he popped ult without.
Mag is ulting, but nobody's died yet. Everybody survived that.
Natural cover, bad ult placement.
Yep.
Sparkle was protected by the top platform.
So we've got, oh, Fielder switched over to Ana. There you go.
Oh, finally. Ana Brig.
Yep.
Hey, Doha, can you run Genji?
Oh, there was Doha's ult.
Oh.
Mag got deleted instantly. Moira's trying to survive stuff, but it's not going to be enough after everyone's been Sombra ulted. They're heading for the hills.
Yep. Nice. Fearless pulling back. Fearless pulling back.
Yep.
And that was a waste of beat.
I mean, they don't. Washington doesn't have Fury, so it's a 5v5. And we're down to overtime.
Dang.
Held for only 4 minutes.
I will be very disappointed if Dallas somehow ends up losing this round, but nonetheless, respect. Props.
There you go. Sparkle making
Oh, there we go. Sparkle popping off with the Doom. He said it's the last minute. I'm going to do what I want.
Yep. There you go. So you put the Dallas players on more of their comfort picks, and
Yep.
they destroyed Washington on point B. That was never even close.
Mostly thinking about how Doha uses his ultimate. Sometimes to shut down Mag, sometimes like towards the end going for the back line, trying to catch Bebe before that coalescence was online. I believe that was a fade to dodge the
Alright,
EMP.
so what do you think they're going to do on attack?
It still fell to pieces for Washington.
Surely died.
Swat. I think Jack says he's going to run Lucio here, but I think it'll be the same.
And you just cannot be making mistakes like that.
Because you can't run Brig on.
Yeah.
You can't run Brig on defense. Yep.
Surely, yeah,
Oh, okay.
Lucio
Oh, Fearless running ball?
yeah, it's what he started point A on defense.
Oh, Decay with the McCree. Oh, wait, we can't call him that anymore.
Yeah.
Reaper. I think Reaper Sombra was good. Was a good pick. Good keep.
So Washington running meta with the exception of Decay on Shooty McSheetface. Dallas playing more what they're comfortable with. See if Fearless stays on ball.
I don't know. He's a fictional being anyway. I wouldn't be scared of any of them. I am fearless, like the main tank for the Dallas Fuel.
The Dallas Fuel actually get a read.
Wait, Ryan.
On the composition.
Dang.
And they're going to be swapping to try and match them when it comes to this
Yep,
rush.
matching the Ryan call.
Duel. I love to see it.
They went back there.
Now trying to get past the choke point. Of course,
Boring comp.
straight away just chop and change the positioning on the fly for the entire team. Very, very powerful.
Look at those turrets as well, stopping Justice going for a hard engage into them because they begin.
Oh, they went. Sparkle went back to Sim.
Yeah, they went meta.
Slows down some of the aggression from the Justice. The longer the fight goes on, the closer range they are, the more Sparkle will start to outpace Decay.
They're taking a high ground off of them. Straight away, just pushing right into them now, and they've split up the team. But that's
Sparkle got
Fire strike
Fire
connects.
strike.
Sparkle taken out. Decay. We'll see what he can do on a Cowboy from the high ground right now, firing off shot after shot. And now you can see him being pressured pretty heavily.
They're low though.
Shut him down, but
Bass goes down and so does Decay.
Yep. Hey,
So
hey, your support's down.
That's a one-team fight.
Oh. Oh, did Jexay just boot closer? No? Oh, it was close though. Hey. Nice job by Jexay protecting your tanks.
Yep.
And Closer's just gonna boot himself.
Yep.
He said no, allow me.
Okay. So
now they only have a single tick to take. You can see Jexay in this fight. All the work he was
Jexay
doing.
with a deuce.
Honestly, just quite phenomenal. Honestly, they're all grouped up for him. And already this team fight might already be taking place. These compositions, they move fast. Blink, and you might miss it. A single tick is all that's needed here for the Dallas Fuel. The Justice, they have to play perfectly to win any chance of holding them off of this singular map. Blizzard's going to be used, Fearless locked up, and that's the Immortality field that was forced out a little bit earlier. An instant team fight win from them, but the Justice, look at the ultimates they committed. Amp Matrix and the Blizzard to do so.
It is a big investment, and when we think about Assault, it's all about rotating those ultimates.
Okay, so
online.
Dallas has 3 ults to work with.
Extra ultimates for the next.
Oh, yep, we got
Washington.
Blizzard.
There's a lot of pressure.
I think what's it called? Earthshatter, Blizzard. I think those are going to be coordinated. And then, personally, I would say Beat for Theory's bomb. Oh, and Feeler's got a window.
Missed Shatter.
Right round the corner, but Mag, yeah, far too aware. Goes
Oh.
one of his own, does not get anything from it. But that's the Amp Matrix committed. And
Also
now,
missed Ryan ult.
oh, they're looking good.
Blizzard. Oh,
Goha.
Blizzard, it catches all.
Yep, there it goes.
nice. Fearless with the charge.
Nearly enough.
And that'll be.
That's going to be game.
Yeah, that should be game 2.
Oh wait, nope. Closer's still alive.
Right across the point.
That's going to be game.
Yep.
Once more.
1-1.
Dallas Fuel taking away Volskaya.
Washington got rolled on that map.
A quick answer back
So that ties it up 1-1.
here, and we are even in the series.
So map 3 will be hybrid. Washington's pick.
And it seemed like a bit of a breeze, honestly. Despite the fact that they lost point A very quickly, that B defense caused so many problems for the Washington Justice. And not just with the
What's your favorite hybrid map?
outcomes, but also getting to showcase
What's a hybrid map?
That's the one where you have to capture a point and then escort.
been working on during the
Oh, okay.
countdown.
I can only think of
They see it
2.
more and more to push this
So,
series
like,
in
Numbani and King's Row.
directions.
That's exactly what.
Or am I missing one, or is it?
Bonnie,
Here's the Dallas Fuel.
Kings Row,
Even up the series. I'm going to see just how far it might go
Blizzard.
here. The first match
Blizzard
of the
World.
2021 playoffs,
I think they'll go Blizzard World.
heating up, and you know you don't want to miss
I
it.
think it'll Blizzard World, King's Row, Numbani in that order. Like that's my likeliness prediction.
Okay, so how many hours do we have this time?
League is brought to you by
So we hear about
the official
TeamSpeak. Who
voice
does
supplier
that?
of the Overwatch League.
I don't know.
Overwatch League, apparently. They're probably
Yeah.
lying. They get paid to say that.
Honestly, like I've never like heard how to get to TeamSpeak. I've never like actually heard
I mean,
anything about TeamSpeak.
I mean, it was a thing before Discord.
Yeah. But now everybody just uses Discord.
You could run the world in Discord.
Honestly.
Alright. So we've had it both ways so far, with Dallas rolling one map and Washington more or less rolling the other.
Just shows you their strengths and weaknesses. It really. I mean, like we saw, Fearless had the chance to play Winston versus when he had to play Meta. and you could see like the difference in gameplay right there.
For sure.
Definitely see the difference in gameplay, the difference in skill.
Yeah. Well, Dallas has always been a team that needed to play to its strengths.
Mm-hmm.
Like all the way from season 1. When they try to play meta, they usually don't do it very well. I don't know why exactly, but that has always been Dallas. They've always had to play their own thing to have a chance. You know, trying to mirror comp a lot of things, they often struggle with that.
Mm-hmm.
I imagine in practices they do spend a lot of time working on different sort of comps. Just because that's what they had to do their entire first season, that kind of defined how their whole play style.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the teams that are really good with the meta are just going to grind that meta and be even better at it. So it's really hard to beat these teams in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
So it almost forces you to play something else because the possibility of you outplaying them in something that they're already good at is really
slim to none.
difficult. That's just
yeah.
Again, one of the complications of professional level esports.
Mm-hmm.
You know, where meta is super important,
but at the same time, you need to learn to do your own thing.
Yeah. I mean, I think they spend way too much effort and energy trying to perfect the meta.
When they basically made their own they've made their own meta.
Yeah. You know, esports is at that place now where it is an actual entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it is going mainstream, and then with all of the metas and, you know, running mirror comps, it's boring to watch.
Yeah.
You know, that's why Blizzard screws around with, you know, balancing all the time just to try to mess things up at the top.
Yeah.
And it annoys all the rest of us, you know, further down the tier list.
Yeah, because it's not an exaggeration when people say that they only listen to Overwatch League.
Right. I mean, that's exactly what they do. I mean, that's, you know, Overwatch was designed for esports.
Yeah. And they don't necessarily, like, adhere to Overwatch. Like, they don't, like, if somebody says, hey, can you nerf McCree? They don't nerf McCree, but they do pay attention to why they said that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Exactly. Hey, it's been 2 weeks since we had the play-ins, right? The anticipation, the tension, all building as we head towards this. But people are hyped.
While at the same time, they're trying to build their own game. Like in Overwatch 2, they're getting rid of stuns. They're getting rid of flashbang. They're getting rid of break stun.
Yeah. I think they're trying to learn from all of their difficult mistakes that they made with Overwatch 2.
Mm-hmm.
Or with Overwatch 1. I mean, the game just has so much sustain. It's almost annoying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that was the whole thing with, you know, with Goats Comp. Nobody would ever die. You know, that's why we had to go 2-2-2. Because you have 3 tanks, 3 supports. Who needs a DPS when nobody ever dies?
Mm-hmm.
You just grind them into the dirt slowly over time. It's a battle of attrition.
Yeah.
But, you know, so they're trying to take Overwatch 2 esports more in the direction of more traditional FPS games, where it's more, I think it'll be a higher skill base, as opposed to holding up shields and comboing of ults and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. That makes me wonder how May's going to work then.
Right.
May's going to be vastly different from...
Right. I mean, there's going to be a lot of characters that are going to be so different.
I think Lucio will stay the same. I honestly think that he will.
I wonder if they're going to do anything with the boot, though. Because they're going hard on all that CC stuff.
Oh, they better not do anything with the boot.
I mean, like, doesn't really do any damage or anything, but...
It does a fair amount of damage.
Yeah.
And in some scenarios, it does enough to kill.
We're going King's Row, everybody's favorite map.
Called it. King's Row is... I think King's Row is the meta of hybrid.
It's always been a fun map. It's always been a really good map.
I don't like King's Row.
You don't like King's Row?
I don't like King's Row.
What's your favorite map, though?
On 2CP? Or Hybrid?
Yeah.
Blizzard World.
Blizzard World, really?
Yeah.
Huh. Well, there you go.
You know, I main Lucio, but I still like my open spaces.
Right. I mean, Blizzard World's pretty good now, too.
Yeah. I was actually out sick the day that it came out,
Yeah.
so I just spent my whole morning
Havana.
just...
I hate Havana.
Havana's... Oh, Havana is...
That's like my least favorite map other than Paris because Paris is Paris.
I don't mind Havana. Oasis. I cannot stand Oasis.
Really? I love Oasis.
I don't... Well, it's specifically City Center. The one where it's like the circle.
Right.
I don't like that one. At all.
Really? As a Lucio player, you don't like that one?
No. Now, University, I do like that one. Because I can just hide next to a wall and then press right click whenever on whoever the sad soul is that decided to come up those staircases.
Oh, Sparkle with the flying.
May?
Traded 1-1 though. But May's gone.
May, I consider that a win.
There goes Decay. Yep, that should be it.
Oh, Doha's running Hanzo. Let's
There
go.
you go. I think this is a battle of attrition at this point. They're going to have to try to regroup.
Yep. I like Hanzo. I think he's a really underrated DPS character. I think in Overwatch 2 he'll stay consistent. I don't think they'll make very many changes to him besides design, and I think they should give him... Actually, never mind. Because I'm not sure how it will work. Uh-oh. It's like Decay's bullying somebody in the back. Oh, and Fearless is mad. Yep. Yep, good job. Oh, he's going again.
They've almost got points. They're so close.
Ooh, slept. Nano. Ooh,
There you go.
nice.
But
Nice.
just such a long team fight. Oh, there you go.
I think we need to put this game on Inside specifically for this first point.
Yeah. I mean, we've had some really
Ooh.
long team fights for sure.
Doha with the double support kill?
Well, they probably cornered themselves
Go get 'em.
in the hotel or something.
Go get him. Oh.
Yep. See, Hanman got the ult charge because
Boop.
he tagged Fury on the way down.
I remember on one of our first few practices, I booped a Platinum Lucio. And then I got told to touch grass right afterwards. Neep, were you playing with us when that happened?
Oh, no. Tell them we're in Texas, we don't have living grass outside.
Yeah, or no. Oh,
Didn't make it.
I mean, he got... Yeah, he got bat, and he got...
Fearless is having a heyday, though.
Yep. He's just enjoying life right now. Oh, go get...
Jumping up and
Okay.
down, stomping on people.
Oh, Jexay got Reinhardt.
doing
All right.
monkey things. Oh, barely survived.
Watch your
Now you
Reaper.
take space with Monkey.
Hey, watch your Reaper. Watch the Reaper. Oh, get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. That is... Oh, my gosh.
They haven't even gotten to... They just now took point B in their spawn campaign.
That's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. Oh.
See, but again,
Again,
that's...
Dragon?
Again, this is Dallas playing
Doha
on
gonna-
some of their comfort picks.
Doha's going to pop Dragon.
They're not trying to play stupid meta.
I'm imagining their coach just said, go nuts. And
Yep. Have at it.
yeah, they were just like, bet. If it's 1-1 and your Vortex tells me go nuts, I'm gonna have fun.
Fury and Bebe is down
Ooh,
already.
bomb.
And there
Oh
goes
dang,
Fury.
Assassin God. Oh, both their tanks are down though.
Yep. They
Oh,
got
there
deleted.
goes Reaper. Brig.
It's another
Ooh, Bebe running
entirely
brick.
one-sided team fight again.
Closer running Brig. Bebe running Bap. Oh, that's game.
Yep, back to
That's
spawn
game.
camping.
Unless Matt can pull out a Earth Shatter right about now, you better pop that. Yep.
Oh, he got
He's
deleted.
solo ulted.
Yep, he solo ulted him.
How dare you solo ult?
Oh, he got two.
No honor.
Right too.
No honor, I say.
Wow.
Oh, just yeah. There's nothing you can do there. Stupid flash fan.
Reinhardt save.
Messy for the Justice, but they eventually scrape it out.
Nothing wrong with a solo ult.
Well,
If it secures a kill, it can turn the team fight.
well, if you do it for spiteful purposes, then yeah, there's something clearly wrong with that.
This was that ult to get out the door.
In this case, that was a very smart solo ult, because Lucios are terrifying on hybrid, especially on Esport. I should know. Oh, and there goes a boot.
Yep. And that should be the end of that. Caught in the grab. End of that. 3:11 left. That was
That kill feed.
I mean, that was a couple really long team fights, but that was very one-sided.
Yeah. Even when I'm not playing Lucio, that just makes me smile, seeing that up on the kill feed.
Especially if it's May.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Flying up on
Oh
that.
yes. Like I can play a decent May, but I hate playing against May. Absolutely hate playing against May.
Strengths and trying to win the games. He said, quote, we spent the majority of time practicing what we weren't good at. We were worried the meta wouldn't
Going
give us
back to ball again.
so we wanted to practice that.
I think that should have been an escort thing. I don't think that.
Fearless just really wants to play ball. On defense.
Does he want to play ball? Does he want to play ball, or is somebody telling him to go ball?
I don't know.
I feel like somebody's telling him to go ball. Ball ends up not working, and then he gets told, okay, do what you want.
Yeah, it's so weird.
Do as you see fit.
I mean, they're doing the same thing they did last time on defense.
Yeah.
They're going
And they get
Briggs in with ball
and they get
Sky
steamrolled.
DPS.
And they get steamrolled. Actually, no, they did fine. Because that was on Volskaya, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They did fine on Volskaya.
Right.
But like,
You know, later on when you get to the end of the map, when you can defend it. But
I think they're.
You can't.
Go ahead.
It's really hard to hold a position like this with no sustain.
Yeah. And like without any sort of contingency or anything, because you don't have a mercy, you don't have any sort of like reliable source of healing. Oh, and
You just gotta go right
Sparkle's
in.
low.
Just gotta go right in and delete people.
Yeah.
That's the only way it's gonna work.
But that's not how you can, especially on King's Road defense, you can't play like that.
Yeah,
You have to
walls
hold the
and
line.
Fearless instantly deleted.
Yeah. And it's just support and Hanbin. Oh no, Sparkle's alive. Oh,
Sparkle didn't work.
nice,
Ah!
nice recall. Oh, that was a smart recall. Alba, Briggs keeping him in check though.
Briggs job. Does it real well. You do it better.
Dang it. Fearless, run monkey.
Yeah, well,
Pick up the angry monkey already.
that went exactly like it did on the last map. I'm not real sure what they're trying to accomplish with that.
I don't either.
It's like they're playing for, you know, come and see.
The element mystic core of this roster has been renowned for so long. It leans hard into the strengths of Sparkle and Doha. And it's all on Doha for this first team.
I don't know about that.
Justice here at the Archway, it would be huge. You've got to imagine that Bebe with his outmatrix.
Sparkle's on Doom now.
Sparkle, though, very cheeky engagement around the corner. To try and get the size
Fearless is still on ball.
Well, they need to keep an eye on this one. In fact, Justice are given a lot of free space to push this one. They're going to try and sync something up now, potentially with the EMP. Spotted though. Sparkle has to use his punch to try and punch away from him.
Got caught out.
Now he's there now, still just waiting for the right timing on all of this one.
Oh, there's the EMP.
The timing though, it's slightly off. Sparkle just can't engage with them. Regardless of all of that though, Decay already down and out, but still.
Oh, we got May. Okay, got May.
Yay,
Oh,
well,
that was a trade.
That like rolled right up on top of Kurt.
Hey, Hanbin got Fury though, so we will take that. Oh my gosh, Fearless. Drop the hamster already. Go back to the monkey. The monkey was working.
Monkey always works on
This is a monkey.
I don't understand.
Pick the monkey. Diva's fine. Jexay's fine. Zen should probably go Moira or back or Ana. on a Brig would work really well here.
Keep it stalled out. And despite all of this CC for the Justice, they're getting stalled out. The time is ticking away.
Oh, Closer's running Brig. That's an interesting pick on offense. Yeah, he's not going to get it here.
Pushes them all away, doesn't get a kill with it. Flashbang, no, that's good. Disrupts the power drive coming through.
Sparkle gets a delete.
He's got Meteor Strike.
Trade Brig.
Oh, nice coordination right there from Hanbin and Sparkle.
Yeah, Sparkle's got a get out of jail free card with his ult as well.
Yeah.
Oh, he just used it, never mind.
Oh my word.
I know, and Hanbin was pushing them out of the immortality field for Sparkle to absolutely demolish.
How can you do it? And they buffed
So we've got three ults on defense now. Both tanks and Zen. And Justice, the only thing they have is Window.
Yeah,
But there's really nothing.
Ryan's about to have Shatter.
But there's nothing that Dallas can do against Window.
Yeah, and they just kind of.
There's no May wall. There's no.
They just need to step out of the way.
Yeah. It's gonna be a zoning ult.
Nice mind placement by Fearless, but the immortality field kind of killed it right there.
Yeah.
Bomb.
swinging away, haven't been taken out. Thunderstruck pushes them into these corners. The Dallas Fuel, they want to commit even more.
Okay.
Transcendence is used to try and keep them all alive, to try and withstand the damage coming through this Amp Matrix.
This one could go into overtime.
Too much there, tried to set it something
Yeah,
up.
30 down to minute 50.
Unless Fearless runs Monkey, this is gonna go into overtime.
Away from trying to
So
capture
they get
this
a minute and a half.
Look at the Dallas Fuel, ready and waiting.
Roughly.
It will connect onto the one, but a quick dodge there from Doha as he just
Oh, and it's essentially 4-on-2 now.
again closes down and out. It's going to be a
Victory.
He manages it, and that Deadeye finds one with the Peacemaker, takes down a second as well. And now that he is
Dang it, McCree.
the rest of the Justice can start to forge a path forward.
Fielder, get out of there.
Oh,
Leave it for the rest of your team to be able to take
you
down.
can't ride away as Zen.
I know.
Just have to go die with
Better to, I mean, okay, I guess better to go down swinging.
But you don't need to
But still, why was he hanging around?
at the same pace.
They've kind of swapped now. We've got 2 ults on Washington and nothing on the Fuel.
objective for them.
Fearless.
Online. It's going to be difficult though to try
We've
and
only got about a minute, so there's only 2.5 minutes remaining, so they're already
see the amount of crowd
Monkey.
less.
Ooh, nice save. Nice. But can he get back up? He can.
belly of King's Row eventually gets back to his
Trying to
team.
get very far.
He got the heals. He,
Was taken out. EMP was committed.
nice, nice.
Oh, almost.
Kills, but Fearless goes down.
Hey, we got a few kills out of it, so we'll take it. Trade, good trade.
Gonna start to slowly move the objective
Still pushing.
Oh, Doha running Sombra.
forwards. They just want to get it all the way to the end.
So we've got both defense ults plus Sparkle ult.
Fearless.
But we have the same thing on the Justice side as well. Both offensive ults.
And one Brig.
Yep.
Ugh, that one scares me.
Yeah. Got one far enough
Oh, we
away.
got. Oh. Okay.
And Max Shield just obliterated in the process.
Oh.
Hitting, charging
No
all the way.
Nice.
survivors.
A lot of the threats that was coming his direction.
Are they not gonna?
By win here for the Dallas Fuel. Anyway,
Playing
I was about to say, are they not gonna do anything right there?
15 seconds for the Justice. They do have ultimates online. It's not over just yet. So did the Dallas Fuel.
Okay, Fuel.
Deep
Oh,
engagement right
they're going to engage with Raid Boss.
He's going to be popped on top of that. The Transcendence to keep them
The rallying Brig. That's a call for help. You run.
Yep.
hoping to try and
Okay, use his ult to reload.
I fear Brig, a rallying Brig. Now let the Divas have their 1v1. They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Respect the 1v1.
You guys sit there and not kill each other all day.
Yeah.
What is the follow-up going to be, and where is Hanbin? Is in one of nowhere. They could coordinate something.
I feel like May's gonna pop Blizzard.
All on Doha. Justice don't really have a clock that can speed boost or
So Sombra got 4.
Yep.
Okay, got deleted.
Dang it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I got that's been a lot of trades. Ah, Fearless all by himself.
Pop mines. Pop mines. Pop mines.
No,
No.
gotta buy time.
Pop mines. Pop mines. There you go. There you go. Swap to Monkey. Oh wait, he
He's
can't.
still alive.
He can't. He can't.
He survived. Fearless held point and ball.
Nice. Hey, Diva. Do backline, backline,
He was
backline, Diva,
only
backline,
one
Diva, backline.
left, and that's overtime. So it's desperation mode now for
Yep. Oh, Tracer.
Washington.
Decay running Tracer again.
They have to play like crazy people now. Jexay cleaning up the mess.
Yep. Oh, Jexay swapped to Lucio to contest. Good. Good. Good.
And that should be it.
No.
Should be-
They gotta get Decay. They have to take care of Decay. Closer.
Yeah.
Okay, closer's done. Closer's done. They gotta get Decay.
That's it.
That's game.
So that's game 3 to Dallas. And Dallas goes up 2-1.
Yep.
One more to go.
Sparkle looks hyped, and so he should be. The
Man,
team
these
will hydrate.
team fights are going forever.
In terms of that, Red.
I know.
I mean, you know, that's something they've talked about with Overwatch 2 a lot of as well is nerfing overall healing. Especially since you're not having 2 tanks anymore anyways.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's fun would it be to kill Roadhog with a Ana and a Brig.
It's already fun.
He would never die. I mean, Overwatch 2 is going to be so different.
I know.
It's going to be a whole different game. Like, you're going to have to go into Overwatch 2 not expecting it to be Overwatch.
I don't think they should have dropped that other tank. I think they should have kept it 6. The stick set.
Yeah. Just wants to be more go, go, go. But, I mean, you're seeing how long these team fights are lasting. They're forever.
Yeah.
You know, there's no reason for that. I think, you know, most of the esports games nowadays, you know, your game modes are 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then you have some of these Overwatch ones where overtimes for every point and these 3-minute team fights and you know, I mean we've played 3 maps and it's been over an hour.
Oh, they're mic'd up.
I wonder if they're sad when they can't say monkey over and over and over again. I'm pretty sure that's everyone's favorite thing to say.
Monkey, 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 monkey. It's funny.
Alright, 4 minutes, what are you gonna do?
4 minutes. Goodness.
I'll be dead by then.
Mm-hmm.
I'm old.
Already 7:12.
Yeah. So there you go. I mean that game was better. I mean still, you know, Dallas still had well over 3 minutes in the bank when Washington didn't even finish.
Mm-hmm.
But overall I think it was a fairly good battle. I still just don't understand what they're trying to do with their defenses with Ball and Briggs in. It's so weird.
Yeah, I can't see what's going on there, honestly.
I mean, it's definitely different from other things that I've seen recently in Overwatch, but I don't know. Obviously, it doesn't seem to be working very well until you get to, like you said, back against the wall.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always been Briggs' best spot anyway.
Yeah.
Playing in a corner.
Because you're either going to shield or you're going to take some people with you.
Especially if you've got a Zen hiding behind you.
Yeah.
Deleting people.
I think an Ana would have been a better pick.
I don't know, just trying to hold it. Those choke point A's with, let's just, I don't know.
Yeah, and Zen doesn't do very much healing.
No, he doesn't. His healing is non-existent, and you know, Brig is a bodyguard for Zen, so she's not really contributing healing either because she's not with the rest of the team.
Yeah, she's too busy focusing on her other support.
Yeah, I mean, you can put out quite a bit of healing with Brig, but you have to be there with the tank line, you know, punching people in the face, proccing your passive heal all the time.
Yeah.
But just standing back there throwing a heal pack out every 10 seconds, 15 seconds, it's not particularly useful. It doesn't add up to much.
At least with Ana, you can actually do you can actually get a little more value.
Yeah. I don't know. It's pretty strange. Not sure what I think about all that. Looks like pretty nice weather there in Hawaii.
Is that where they're having playoffs?
Well, I think so. I mean, they're not in person, but that's where they've done everything else. So I think they had signed a deal with the University of Hawaii, I think.
Really?
Yeah, and that's where they've been having all of their sectional playoffs.
You know, I've been wondering why everybody's like I've been seeing a whole lot of Overwatch League stuff in Hawaii.
Yeah. It's pretty nice. I mean, it was really nice today. I mean, can't complain about the weather today.
No, not at all. Nice breezes and everything.
I mean, it was only like 82 degrees and fairly breezy. I mean, 82 might sound a lot to some people, but man, it was nice weather today. It was like 103 yesterday.
There was a little wasp trying to sting the camera.
Yeah. All right, so map 4.
This is purely escort, right?
I believe so. So, what's your pick for escort?
You're not gonna like it. Havana.
I hate Havana.
It's not. It's not my pick. That's a prediction. I think they'll run Havana.
I mean, if we had Pine, they would definitely run Havana.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate that Pine never got to play.
Yeah. What's the other? What are our other escort maps? Junkertown. Oh, Junkertown.
Yeah.
Dallas loves their Junkertown too.
All your time gone, and now you're playing Overwatch with default skins during the Overwatch League playoffs. At the law offices of Shimano,
I don't know. I think it'll either be Havana or Junkertown.
You get the Overwatch League perks that you deserve. Connect your Battle.net account with your YouTube account while watching the Overwatch League playoffs, and a bar-certified attorney will be standing
I hope
by to make
Junkertown.
sure
I like that
you
one.
get
Yeah,
compensation. The insurance
I don't
company
mind Junkertown.
don't want you to know that you're entitled to 3 Overwatch League skins for every 3 hours of Overwatch League playoffs you watch, as well as League tokens. That's 9 new skins,
pretty much like all
plus your League tokens, all for
like all
watching
the
your
escort.
favorite Overwatch League teams battle.
Oh, Gibraltar.
So don't
Oh,
waste
yes.
another
That's a good one,
minute.
too.
I don't like Gibraltar.
You don't like Gibraltar?
I don't like Gibraltar.
Account today, or
That's such a good dive map. When all y'all like to play dive.
We play nothing but dive.
I know.
Well, occasionally brawl.
or Outlaws, or Spark that you deserve.
And double bubble.
Back from the break, everybody. Would you trust me?
Whoa, London won?
Absolutely not.
You wouldn't?
London won finals?
If you rang me up offering
Last
me
year?
Overwatch League
2018?
skins, I'd put the phone down. And
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
London actually won
I
something?
was barely born back then.
watching the Overwatch League playoffs, but I just simply wouldn't trust the word you were saying.
I thought I looked quite
London, I've never seen London go that far.
Not trustworthy.
London's usually cannon fodder.
Yeah, I mean, they dominated that first year.
well. This match is
I
definitely
mean, nobody.
these expectations
What happened?
early on here. And the Dallas Fuel are really kind of showcasing, I think,
Well,
the
that
practice
was
they've been doing.
when their Zen
They've been
player
saying in the
ruled the
interviews
world.
how they've been taking it easy, but definitely
Havana.
practicing.
Havana.
Ah,
So far, they've
I
been
hate my life.
I was right.
And I don't even have to play it.
honestly
I don't mind. I actually don't mind Havana.
I hate this map. It's just
rounds, just 1 or 2 key pieces of their
just
composition
so annoying
to find value.
for the.
But here we're heading into
Well, the
Havana.
offensive
This
team
is
is
going
just
to be
terrible, man.
Yeah.
Matt Pickett's losers
And
pick.
it's a really good. It's a great defensive map, but it's such a one-sided map.
Yeah. Like on as far as offense goes, like I think it's the right balance for like that uphill battle type of scenario.
Right.
Does that make
you're,
sense?
You're like literally going uphill.
Yeah. Like Gibraltar, in my eyes, Gibraltar gives you way too many openings for the defense.
I could even see ball comps being played here too.
While Havana scales it back a lot more.
And I'm so intrigued to see
Yeah, I mean, there's
what these teams have in
things
store
on the
for us.
sides
Looks like
other
the
than
Justice
point
is gonna
B.
start out
Yeah.
You have overpass kind of stuff,
rush
Yeah.
defense,
but A and C is
I'm
just
sure the Dallas Fuel will be perfectly
A nightmare.
happy to mirror it,
perches and
and we'll get a
Now
second
point
windows
C.
and-
Barbanoka for what could
I can't do point C.
our final map of
And
this
Point
what?
C I cannot stand.
Yeah,
It's
brutal.
open. It's too open.
It's a big empty shooting box.
I know. And then that bridge.
I mean, it's like it's having a point that is the killing field right there in the in the ornamental sand on point A Havana.
Yeah.
Kind of matchups, they were more than comfortable. They're going to try
There's no going around it. You have to walk right down the middle.
Dallas Fuel obviously get a quick read on this one. They're going to be able to
Oh, Dallas is on offense. Oh, okay. Fielder's running Ana here. Good pick. Good pick. Good pick.
Yep.
That's Sparkle Doha on Hanzo. Fearless on Winston. Winston Zarya.
Yep.
Double bubble.
Got deleted by Decay though.
They're set up in a great position for the next one. Okay, there's going to be 30 seconds off the clock right now, but coming into the next fight, Fury does not have a mech, and so you're essentially
Old
6 feet
cart.
as you come back out to the spawn. I gotta say, I was expecting
Doha's trying to get a peek.
I thought Fearless would swap over to the right.
So they're gonna make Dallas play for every inch.
Whoa, closer running Lucio on defense. That's
Fielder got deleted instantly again.
yep. An odd pick, but I respect it. Oh, nice shot. Credit where credit's due. That was a good shot. And Doha's still trying to get a peek.
Yeah. We're still 3 minutes already, and Cart still at the parking spot.
Oh. I don't think Doha's a bad long-range player by any means, but I think Sombra was the right. I think Sombra is a better pick here. Oh, nice. Trying to get a pick for the. Yeah, he already has dragons.
Well, it's getting spawn camp.
Fielder about to have nano.
Yep. Fearless. So they're gonna go swap
Yep. Jexay trying to get a wall ride peek.
But Sparkle's going to stay on the Doom as well. It's been phenomenal so far this series, but Havana not a great Doom map, honestly. Much better for getting value out of
Ooh.
the hands off, for example.
Nice save. That's all I gotta say about that. Nice save. Ooh. And Grav. We have Grav. Line him up. Line him up. Oh, never mind. Closer. Yep. Closer pop.
They are
Closer pop beat.
pushing and they're out of spawn, so we're moving
Yay! Progress. Oh, just like Kings Row. Sparkle's popping off. Ooh. Hey, we got one. We got one. Oh, Decay going back to Sim. The Diva corpse just being dragged through the.
Obviously, there isn't much time on the clock, but this Bionade, look at that. 3 players. Closer and both tanks caught by Fielder, who was just recovering from an Earth Shatter. Are they even going to be able to touch the objective? Yeah,
Oh, they did barely.
is on there. He's at 90% of his ult.
Contested up though, they're all so weak.
That shield down. Oh, is it just? Oh nope, we got tanks and Lucio.
Sparkle.
Is he nanoed? Oh dang it, he's frozen.
Frozen nanos aren't so serious.
Oh hey, nice grab, nice grab.
Yeah.
Sim, yeah, get Sim. There you go.
Yeah, point A.
Nice. Rough start, but we're moving now.
That's tragedy from the Justice, though. They
I mean,
let point A slip through their
it's
fingers.
really hard
It's
to
an
play
amazing clutch from the Fuel.
Winston into
The Justice had the
Reinhardt
advantage going towards the
in a lot of
end there.
situations.
For Assassin. He's doing so much in these team fights. Definitely carrying the higher
Because, you know, Winston is not
load, I
really
would say, whereas
a
usually it's
defensive
Decay,
tank.
especially
Yeah.
towards these playoffs. But he's
So if
now
you're
on
getting
the
spawn
reboot.
camp, there's not a whole lot you can do unless you have ult.
Yep.
The Doom, but it does offer him a lot of close range damage.
He's gonna pop in on. Yep, right there. Hey, even if that doesn't get kills, that kind of creates some discord in their backline. So I think Doom's ult right there is a win-win. Because if nothing else, you at least cause a little bit of a distraction in their backline.
When it favors them a little bit more, but when is that going to be with the Dallas Fuel right up close to the choke point here?
Washington has nothing to contest with.
Locked off. That ice wall, really important from Assassin. Stops the aggression coming out from the Fuel. Jexay used his ultimate. I'm waiting for Fielders. If he finds a good
Jexay
opportunity,
popped?
Melting the shield.
or onto Fearless, it could be game over for the Justice.
I didn't even know Jexay popped a beat until they said something. Ooh. Oh, dang it. Closer saved him. Grav. Nice. Got closer. Oh, Zarya's down.
Goes down,
Oh,
so
ADK's down.
so
Oh,
maybe
D-Mac.
Zarya has to do the work now.
Looks like it's going to be Sim doing the work, though.
Yep, there you go. Mini Zarya.
Amazing level of tempo.
Mini Zarya.
They take early fights, force out crucial abilities, like for
Ooh.
example, the
That was just a raw mace shot right there.
had to use it to keep Mag alive after Fearless pinning him towards the back.
I hate Maze icicles. They're stupid. They have zero drop off.
We're gonna see some adjustments though from the fuel's
You can like
composition.
headshot people from spawn from clear across the map.
I'm very surprised that I'm not seeing a... This is the first ever Havana game that I have not seen a Bastion on point, on Havana point C.
It's a cheeky teleport, honestly, up to the high ground, but a Sim going to be splitting right across the card.
Like, honestly, I felt like Bastion on point C was meta.
Does he want to offload this one? Yes, he does. Ultimate's used, though. Self-destruct over the top does not catch anyone, but the... Does it certainly?
Ooh, get closer, get closer.
Mag and Assassin take
I gotta get to Lucio.
Now it should just be
Team
a
fight
classic
lost.
cleanup for the Dallas.
That's why you target supports.
Way too much healing. Russian Justice not going to be finding any picks.
Oh, and that's... Yep, that's...
He sees the
Curtains.
coming towards him from Fury, and he realizes that the Justice are going to try and take
Ooh,
space.
Sim turrets.
Holding spawn.
Blizzard and all of that space is denied. The Justice still won.
Yeah, they're gonna go the other way.
Come to say hi.
See the Dallas Fuel going for a spawn camp again. Memories of King's Row and the Justice hit with these.
Ooh, nice wall placement right there.
Oh, they teleport right to cart though.
Yep.
Ready to just swap the perspectives around. The
That
Centaur
That was a trap.
really not coming in handy for them. And this
Yeah.
Dang!
Totally outplayed.
out the team fight.
Ripping him to pieces.
Set up all of the back of Doha with that icicle.
That was nice.
Yeah, that was
That was a steamroll.
yeah, that was Dallas playing meta and
Point A.
And
totally rolling Washington.
Dallas can play meta.
They couldn't that first game apparently.
Didn't think I'd ever hear those words coming out of my mouth. Well, I think it's because we have Reinhardt and not Ball.
Right.
Because Fearless can actually play Reinhardt.
There's a teleporter over there as well.
I'm not saying he can't play Ball,
From the Fuel, and they finish with a
but his Reinhardt and his Winston far exceed his Wrecking Ball.
levels of performance.
Well, he's been playing ball on defense, not attack.
Yeah.
True.
I really thought we might see them a little shaky to start off the playoffs.
1 minute in the bank.
I thought the desk all going for Dallas and the fan vote as well was discrediting
So-
Justice's chances a little bit. And then you see the match.
Justice has to finish the map to survive.
Yep.
It was just
This is not an easy map to finish.
Nope.
Yeah, but a bit of sandbagging potentially. It
Even
is
an owl.
incredible to see the improvements that Dallas have
A
made.
lot of teams do not get there.
And for the
They want to
Justice,
finish on schedule. Game has to end here.
okay, we
7:27.
We know they like to play
Yeah,
similar
this is
close
only
to us,
game 4.
but you're really starting to see, I think, the rigid nature of the Justice's
Because these team fights have been going on forever.
I know.
It's the Dallas Fuel, just always making
We got all these
at the right times, the right areas
Yeah.
of the map to just
sustained characters with
getting these edges in these
both
team fights.
Lucio and Bap. You got
Yeah.
intelligent.
both Sim and May can heal.
Justice is that we haven't really been talking about the
Sim
Oh,
can
then
heal?
and
He's
it's
had some
oh, fewer
impact.
turrets.
Let's take a look at this as well. Frozen out of his shadow.
Sim's turrets heal?
Unable to get anything done. That was a bit of desperation.
I did not know that.
The team fight was
It's
but we
really
haven't really
annoying.
been talking that much about Decay.
And
He
Hanbin
has had
and
impact,
Fearless,
especially in
you know,
map
it's
one when he was playing Sim.
Damage output.
Outside of that,
right, and they have
both of these teams have been
And
playing
the
absorption.
most, you know, they have tons of health.
Oh, Jex is still running Lucio here. That's a...
Instead, he's just a piece of the puzzle. Another brick in the wall.
Like I said earlier with Closer, odd pick, but I see it. Because I think I've run Lucio here multiple times.
Takes their own medicine with the spawn door camp. They're going to try and put the pressure now onto Hanbin. Just about flies away with about half his health remaining. Immortality field is burnt down straight away. That's the K with good focus fire.
And it looks like it's a repeat.
Sparkle goes down.
How the turntables.
For them.
Yeah, Decay has been by far the
Get
better
too many
Sim.
picks off the back of that one. As soon as you lose Sparkle, so a lot of your damage is
Come
going to
on.
be missing. That is good from the Justice.
Oh.
Quick team by win. So
Oh.
they don't get choked up right at the spawn doors.
Team
It's exactly
wipe.
what they needed.
Yep, team wipe.
And now the Justice need to keep this momentum going. I'd like to see them take some forward positioning, and they do. Instead of going around there with the Lucio speed boost, they take the teleport to the high ground. So not a cooldown that's going to be available for Decay, but it does make them much more variable in terms of where they can position. They scout it out. Dallas Fuel
Oh.
taking the high ground. This is very
Dropping their back line.
rush.
Yep.
You wrap up to the high ground, you
Reversing
drop, you stop the
side.
objective moving.
Yeah, Simwall though dropped here. The Justice committing the ultimates into this, and they're going to need to. Dallas Fuel have a bit of an advantage here. Filled it with the Amp Matrix. They needed something to try and match it, to try and mitigate it.
What were you swinging at right there?
Worried about that teleporting in case somebody comes out behind him. Just so far, it's a disengage.
Dang it, y'all got to touch. Y'all got to touch here.
One last team fight though, just before subjective, potentially now for them.
Y'all got to get that Rhine out.
Again, Sparkle just going to be trying to play around that to eat up a bit of the damage coming their way. What a shatter. I believe it's only Sparkle that went down, and there won't be a follow-up with the damage. Instead, the Blizzard is going to be doing a lot of work still.
Oh, that was just petty. That was petty. He was low. You should have just ended him. You did not have to do that, Mag.
Continues, and it is starting to get very scrappy.
This is looking good though for Justice. They've kept this momentum rolling the entire time. They've just got to stop the clutch coming through from the Dallas Fuel. They're all moving in to try and buy time, and Sparkle is back on the Doom.
Eva bomb. Ooh.
Does not find much, and the Fuel is still in this fight despite everything.
Yeah, they've lost so many players, but now the Matrix is back on.
Dallas is fighting like tooth and nail right now.
Sparkle from around the side, Decay pushed all the way
Well,
out
it'd be
of his
over.
team's line of sight, and they take him out straight away. The punch doesn't connect, but he's still doing.
It's already a minute and a half.
Over to the pocket picks. This guy empowered. And Josh, I'm telling you right now, they buff Doomfist, they buff Genji.
And this is one consecutive team fight, by the way.
Yep.
That team fight
Ever.
was a minute. Was an even minute.
Is in Sparkle's pocket. We must investigate later on.
That means one more team fight.
Yeah. This is it.
In this match.
How it's been going tonight.
He's able to get value. This team
Might only be one team fight per section, but takes all the time there is.
Another huge engage as he dives in from the top ropes.
Yeah, and it's again, the Mayroll from Dora is so good. It just completely splits them up right round the side. They've got nothing to deal with this. And yeah, Sparkle used all of his cooldowns to engage, but they're right back again. Immediate shot's going to be resetting them, but the fight's not over yet. The
Sparkle's
Justice,
just
they're trying to
deleting
use
things.
everything at his disposal to win this one out. Decay, not going to be long for this world. He does get taken out. Enough damage was done that Jexa is going to get the cleanup. 37 seconds left here. And the Justice, oh, they're scraping for anything.
The end of the world is near for Washington.
Still with a large ultimate to be able to work with.
What do they got?
Have to navigate the pressure coming
They'll
down.
have Diva Bomb
Fielder's going to
and
be
Mail.
a ton of
That's
damage.
it.
Looks like that's going to be also comboed with Sparkle.
Fuel still got Diva Bomb. The Fielder just used Window.
So important there.
Sparkle got deleted though.
Taken down early by Fury.
Fantastic work by Fury. Takes him out. Now the self-destruct over the top. Can he make it into another one? In this false out immortality
Pushing
field.
hard.
That's enough damage
They're gonna
done.
get it.
Assassin still following up on all of
Dallas
it. The
got
icicles
rolled.
finding their mark.
Dang it.
That is an overtime push, but it is going to be a team fight win for them. They are still in this
I don't
series
think
for
they'll
now.
go with that.
They managed to do that without
Check six.
investing too many
Check six gonna come with the clutch?
They're going to be able to capture
Nope.
point A, and they still have this momentum, Washington.
No, they're setting up for another fight.
Assassin as well with an ultimate that is so
2.5 minutes.
Yep.
especially on checkpoint B, where the areas get a little more claustrophobic. They can pin Dallas Fuel up against a corner somewhere. Their backs to a wall. Assassin's going to be
Now
able to win this
Washington's
team
got a
fight
whole
on his
bunch of
own.
ult to work with.
See what they're capable of. 2 minutes. Bit of time on the board. Assassin just hiding. Wait.
Assassin trying to be sneaky.
Has the May wall available.
Trying.
Just waiting, trying to bait somebody down. If they got the freeze off, it had been, it could have been a fantastic opening. No threat of the Blizzard being ate up at the end of the day, but it is a struggle for them. Another engage comes off onto the side there, and that's Bebe taken out. I think that was Sparkle doing a brunt of the damage. The Blizzard is good though. Locks up a lot of the Dallas Fuel here, and they've already gotten enough pickoffs off of it.
Blizzard doing
They
its
can just clean up
job.
the rest of them. The Washington Justice should be able to sail this card a little bit deeper now into checkpoint B.
Excellent work from Assassin. So aware of where everybody is and the threats. It feels like the Justice have made the right adaptation here, which is to try and scout Sparkle early. If you can predict where he's going
Your
to
Diva
engage
cannons
from,
for you.
you can adapt your positioning to try and
Shoot at
mitigate.
the turret for 5 seconds before you hit it.
Yep.
In or try and micro disengage so that he doesn't get such a big uppercut. All of these things really help to stop the impact that Sparkle is having on this dude. They're going to see them coming out from the bottom left. Fantastic fielder.
Assassin's so good with it. Sparkle taken out though, regardless of it again. Okay, I'll teleport deep into the back line. Gonna be punished for it. That's gonna be the Justice. With enough picks that they are gonna be able to convert this no matter what you think. This is gonna be their capture onto checkpoint B. And all that momentum, the rotation of ultimates is really, really good here from the Justice. They're just being able to really kind of make their way through it. Yes, but doing it economically is also very important.
Point B was a non-contest like usual.
Dang it. But what happened? What happened?
They only got 2 minutes, so to complete point C.
Yep.
And live to fight another day.
Extremely obviously from the Dallas Fuel. Usdo has teleport to take the high ground. How did the Justice set up for this? Mag could be a game changer, but the same could be said for Fearless. Both Rhines staring at each other from miles away, waiting for this teleporter to come down. Maybe a teleporter shatter play for the Fuel.
It's going to be dropping down, actually, just stopping the car.
What are we gonna do?
Positioning, Handbin just holding onto the corner.
Yep.
Ah, they tried. Missed.
Oh, what? What happened there?
I'm not real sure.
Char. What stunned the charge?
Dallas got deleted.
Can't get away with any of the murder that he's been doing so far in this series. When Sparkle's gone,
So
there's
they're gonna
nothing
get
for this
through
one
the
to
choke.
gain. Charging up the beam, shredding through them
There's
now.
nothing else going there.
Justice looking to try and
They're already
finish
under a
this
minute.
one. With the ultimates they've got, Josh, it's looking highly likely.
It certainly is. It won't be as good of a time back, but the Justice are favored to complete here. They're not going as aggressive as the Dallas Fuel were in their
They're
position.
gonna go spawn camp. Turn the favor. Got walled in, got shattered, got deleted.
To his back, and the Justice still have
Dang it. Are we going to game 5?
this one out. 30
Looks
seconds
like
on
it.
the clock. What can the Fuel possibly do?
They're just going to try and get the touch
Yes,
onto
they
it.
got
If they
deleted.
possibly can. Closer. Sends out that
Hanbin's
Salvador,
gone.
all so
Yeah, this
healthy.
is over.
With Hanbin and Sparkle
We're gonna have to
taking
go to
that.
the
It's
second
now
round.
to Dallas.
Fearless running ball to try to save it.
Fearless just trying
It's
to
all
keep
about
this
if they
one
can
going
get it
against
to
five
overtime.
times.
And they did not.
Nope.
Rip.
It's going to be the capture there for the Justice. They
1 minute,
really stepped up there on
1:42.
that attacking side.
Justice scream out, we're not done yet. We refuse to be sent to the lower bracket without a fight. They
Not
managed
over
to
yet.
take the first map in this series, and they've been quiet since then. The two that the Dallas Fuel took were pretty decisively in the Fuel's favor. This one, though, is certainly a battle. The Justice looked so improved in their attacking half. Everything the Fuel did on their defense, every play they made with Sparkle after checkpoint A was red.
Now we have to watch more Havana.
This could be a bit of a turning
Wait, are
point
we?
in terms of
Is it overtime?
Justice is now
be
starting
a
to get
second round.
going. They look like they've stepped up into a different gear.
So who's what? Defense? All right.
Exactly what they needed. They need to bring
So
this
you only gotta
series
kill
to
1
They're
minute.
desperate for it.
It's one team fight on point A.
To the lower bracket, Josh, as you were saying. It's the double elim format in the 2021 Overwatch League playoffs. So these first round of matches that are going to be taking place here today. And remember, we
But with all the spawn camping that's been going on out of the gate,
is coming up soon. You know you're not going to want to miss it.
Yeah.
I mean, you might not even get out the door in a minute.
In terms of denying Sparkle,
Depends, are they still gonna play that aggressive?
we've seen
Looks like
Fury
it.
do it as well. But
Right in the door.
Yep.
utilizing your abilities, getting set up for his engage is really important. He's always going to go for these seismic slam then uppercuts.
I'll tell you what.
Coming
I've
up
been
back
quite
door.
closer over the course of the series. I think he's stepped
Teleport
up over the course
behind.
of his, compared to his regular season
Looking
performance.
for a pick.
Massively with the timings of this, but already.
And Dallas is going.
Dallas on the defense. This
Oh,
time they do
even out.
get the opening picks
There
that
you
they
go.
need, but they lose fielder in the process. Even if they win this team fight out, the Justice is just going to wait, come back in to 6v5. Not a lot of time to do so though. 35 seconds
Yeah,
on the clock,
so
but they are
Dallas
at an
did lose
advantage when it comes to
fielder.
this next team fight.
And that is the
So
reason
they're gonna go
disengage. They could
back to the
still
corner,
fight
hold
this
the corner.
one, but they'd be 4v6. Nova's certainly going
So
to
fielder
lose.
gets back.
So Dallas makes the smart decision here to back off to the next corner. With these rush comps, you can force 3 fights out, and they are taking the fight even earlier
Down
than
to
expected.
12 seconds.
Not even waiting for the corner, just slowing it down as quickly as possible. That means we're going to get into overtime by the next team fight.
It's a bit of a bluff, I think, to try and force out some cooldowns from the Justice, but they don't bite.
Yep.
And now the
This
fight
will be
takes
it.
place. Overtime kicking off. It's a good wall. It's going to be splitting them up once more, but now the Amp Matrix off onto the side. What a freeze. Immortality field again, though. Perfect from fielder.
Dang it,
Keeps
May.
his
Dang
team.
it.
Is that
May
gonna
back
be
line.
this Blizzard?
Oh, Dallas has already won though. It's over.
Already the team fight's gone the way
Is that
of
game?
Dallas Fuel there, and that is well, every ultimate committed. They
May
know that
was
the team
all
fight is
over
done
that,
and
but
dusted. The overtime
I
trickles
think
down. They're gonna be stopping
fielder
just at the corner here.
And that's a great
saved
defense. The Fuel, okay, they don't manage to
saved
hold them
Dallas
exactly
hard there.
Yep.
outside of spawn, but it's less than 40 meters pushed. That's a great defense, and that's the value of running rush as well.
There you go. Dallas has a minute 40 to get to the end of the road.
Right now on Havana. The Dallas Fuel do have a little more time in the back, but what, only 40
They have to get out of the spawn faster than they did last time.
Justice can get a good opening team fight. And good when we're talking about spawn cap means they cannot lose a player. They might be able to get away with Yuri being demeched, but if they lose a player, then they have to back off and try and take a fight even further away. Similar to the Dallas Fuel, but the Justice are going to want to execute perfectly.
We still have to watch more Havana.
Where he can really flex his mechanical skill. It gives them an extra piece
Don't
of
sound too
CC.
excited,
and
Coach.
Flashback can lock up a player on the Dallas Fuel. Help them in case Sparkle runs the Doomfist to start things off. And it also just gives you clutch potential. How many times have we seen Decay, especially in the playoffs?
They're not going to spawn camp. They're going to let them out the door.
It's a trap.
They need him now more than ever.
They really do. This has to start right now.
Well, no. Washington's
Justice,
playing
they
shooty
need to
McShoot
be
phase.
perfect, Josh. They need to
That's
make
the
it
only
happen.
alteration to
Needs
the
to be
meta comp.
a clean team fight win off the jump here. Minute 40, the Dallas Fuel.
Oh, they teleported.
Not far at all for them to try and push this one in. You can see the Justice a bit patient in their approach, but that is a good wall. Splits them all up. Doha is going to be potentially forced.
Yeah, man goes down.
And already that's the pick.
It's going to be
From Bebe. Just
rough.
missed the mark. I don't think it caught onto
They're Washington to hold.
early in this fight. Fury's going to be next as well, and the more they stagger, the less
There it
likely it looks here for the Justice.
Don't have a chance.
Fury has to
They
give his
staggered
life
too
there though,
much.
just to slow down the objective. It's going to be times 3 on the payload.
They don't have time to regroup. Only going that far.
The Justice are not just going to have to win one.
May's going to have to like go block on point.
And that means Fury has to come back on Wrecking Ball. This
Are
is
they even going to
crazy
touch?
scenario.
They didn't even touch!
Oh my gosh!
What were they doing?
That is game.
Wow.
What a way. What an unbelievable way for the Justice to go down.
May had the touch.
I don't know what to say.
But she didn't do it.
Up against the wall. They were already not favored to be in
So
that
Dallas
position.
moves
Fury
on.
back on Wrecking Ball too, but you can see it written across their
Oh
faces.
my.
A shock. Head in the
We'll have
hands.
to see when their game falls.
It's got to be said.
And we might
But in
do
those
another
moments, that
watch
communication
party
just slipped
stream.
through the cracks and there was no one there to contest
If
the
it's not
objective.
conflicting with
Good old-fashioned
I know Smite has a game on Thursday, which I would kind of think might be when their next game will be. So we'll just have to see when that goes. Like, wow, that was a miscommunication there, or not knowing how many ticks was on the clock.
Yeah.
And my word, what good form they seem to be in.
I mean, that's just astounding. And look at
That
them
was-
up in the seats. I mean, they really did very, very well.
That was
I
a
think the Dallas Fuel here.
Cloud9 epic scene in there.
Looks, honestly.
I can tell.
Justice a little bit too rigid when they were trying to lean a lot into
All right, so there it goes.
Really, the adaptations that were being made was mainly Decay kind of swapping over to one role or the other. But
Thanks for dropping by.
Yep.
Maybe we'll see you next time. We'll have to see when their next game is going to be scheduled and if we can accommodate that around, our rest of our stream schedule. Like I said, we do have a Smite preseason game on Thursday at 6, which to me seems like it would be when this next game is going to be. So we'll have to wait and see when it's going to be. Alright, thank you very much. Congratulations, Dallas Fuel, our local professional Overwatch team nearest to us. Moving on. Alright, thank you.
Round 2.
For now, the Dallas Fuel are looking great and they are still finding win conditions built around their star players.
oh yeah.